Welcome, welcome Leo and Soulmate. I am Key, and this is our doorway. Before we enter the doorway, through the portal towards the Akashic Record Library, or libraries, I should say, this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising and Leo. This is an entertainment reading, or can be seen as an entertainment use only. Yet, if this reading does truly connect with you, use whatever it is or you feel is needed to be used. Whatever you feel is not, throw it in the garbage. Put it to the side. As a key, it is an honor to tell you that as a human being, we have the 12 zodiac signs within us. Each zodiac sign within us is activated. It's all about which one is activated at the given time you feel the need to use it. So definitely look at all the zodiac signs that truly connect with you in Keykey's doorway. They come from the Akashic Records as well. And they're just as important as your sign. Please like, share, subscribe to others this reading. Please press the thumbs up or press the thumbs up button. It helps me to know every press of the button shows that I'm getting one step closer to becoming a professional. And as a professional, I want to make this part of the public, the arts of mine, besides singing, dancing, religion, spirituality, and healing. I want this part of the arts to be also publicly recognized. And I have people that I would love to help fund and work with as an agency. So this is getting me that movement in the right direction. So let's get on to it. Leos, Lioness, leaders of the pack. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. What present gift from the Akashic Records wants to be recognized and shown for Mr. and Miss, okay, Libra and Soulmate? I feel the need to reverse this. We'll see why. We'll see why. Okay, never done that before. What energy will be taking place for Mr. and Miss Leo and Soulmate for January the 1st to January 15th, 2019? What will be taking place for Leo and Soulmate, emotionally, energetically, for January 1st to Wars, January 15th? Okay. Let's see if we have all the tablets. One more. Okay. Wow, okay. Masculine Leo, you are the lover of your life. You love your life right now, and life loves you. And you're seeing what are the things that you have gathered. This is from the Akashic Records, from your library. The things you have accumulated to love have showed you what life is truly about. The love of your career, the love of who you are as a person, the love of your abilities, the love of the people you connect to, in your love of your life. The love of your life is near. Why? Because you know, before you get the love of your life, you must be life itself in your own loving image. In your own loving image, masculine Leo. You're seeing that more fully. And that's what you're using in the present. I had reversed this for soulmate and feminine. You're seeing why now. Okay. Feminine Leo, Miss Lioness or Lioness. Your present gift from the Akashic Library of your world. You have stemmed from Asian or Asia principles and practices. You are the sun that lights people away. You are the star that eliminates all thoughts that illuminates another. You enlighten and help enlighten others. It is through your adversary, your search of self, or adversary of self, indigo, or indigenous agriculture, archaeology, anatomy, aromatherapy, acupuncture. You hold the adversary too, Miss Lioness. That is what you're using in your present gift to yourself. That is a gift that you have bestowed upon yourself. And from your belief will become benevolent to others around you. Let's see what the soulmate. Now let's understand why reversed. Soulmate, you are the birth of the knowledge of the feminine Leo and masculine Leo. You birthed what you have learned when it comes to teamwork, partnership. Parenting is another form of partnership. Partnership is when it's two parties or more, not only making a promise to each other, but to themselves, to push forward in making a purpose to make prosperity. Soulmate, you are making a lineage. You come from the birth of partnerships. You are the birth of companies. You are the birth of collaboration. You know how to birth connections from infancy to adulthood. You know how to connect to the youth all the way to the elders, from poverty to upper class. That is a gift. Wow. A beautiful gift. Let's see how, Trinity, your gifts to yourself will be used in the next 2 weeks. The first week, masculine, Leo, 2 of air. If you're communicating with a Taurus, you're figuring out how to communicate your love for life and how your love towards them gives you a lead in how to look at life. You're seeing that communicating either to a Taurus, the second house of Taurus, or a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius that you're talking to, that you love. You're figuring out how to truly stop butting heads and see that merging, partnership, and being an adversary, an advocate for each other, will not only be seen as unified, but be seen as a super couple, a super power. You have the stars within you. Both of you are stars. And like any star, you want to be seen and heard, and so do they. And seeing how both your voices can be heard to make a union. They can either be happy in a union or feel disconnect. Easing up on how you communicate and meeting them halfway is not just some phase or a word to say to another. It is a physical act to meet someone halfway. Just like this unicorn, if he or she put their horn a little up rather than towards the head too much, and determining who should be first and determining who should be the one to speak first and determining, no, both. See how when my hand is in the middle, how both are can be equally heard, can be equally used, to the point where you don't even know, from me being in the middle, my thumb being in the middle, that these are two energies. It looked like this one being with horns, trumpets to be heard. That's why you are still standing here. That's why they're still standing here. So, being unable and unwilling to make a decision, being unable or not wanting to be able and unwilling to make a decision. That's what is really being thought out. Second house is all about your core values and your standards. If you realize the love of your life, masculine Leo, has the same core values as you, has the same standards as you, has the same social ranking as you. So why fight when you can synchronize together? Synchronize. Give back that nourishment. Give back that nutrient. Make both teams work. Do you just have one hand? If so, then you will love how that one hand has helped you to navigate, and that you needed the arm to help move it anyway. You still needed something second to make it one accord. See the value in that. Pretending there is no problem. Pretending, how you gonna pretend? Even in acting class, when you pretend, that means you're reenacting something that was actually real. It's just that you're not in that environment. So now you have to pretend it in a new one. Alright. That's the first week. Second week, Miss Lioness. Well, first week, I'm skipping. First week for Miss Lioness. You're getting the strength to be that adversary. You're getting the strength to see that you are that anchor in your society. You're gathering that strength within you in the 11th house, which is all about Aquarius, being the architect of your environment, being the adversary of your environment. This is what you're getting strength into, walking into emotionally, energetically the first week. You are that rainbow for others. You are lighting that way for others. You are that protecting shield for not just yourself, but for others that you are advocating for in your present life. You have the world and the people in your world to support you. You have your angels, your spirit guide, your source, even a partner that truly loves you, that is here to help you prepare for those next movements in your world. And you have that drive. You are a lioness. But now you're stepping into your masculine role of creating strategies and using that as a more active tool. Because you're walking into dynasty. You're walking into an empire. And that empire is what you've been creating all along. Whether it be for 11 days, 11 months, 11 years. You're seeing that great inner strength has always required you to release harsh judgments of yourself and others. And that you forgiving and having compassion towards others and having forgiveness and compassion towards yourself is giving you the opportunity to have people in your world to give you that role as an adversary, as an anchor. Wow. Soulmate. By birthing, by being the birth and the seed, you're becoming that personnel of your environment. Personnel is all about connecting to companies, organizations, publications, any outreach or any place that connects to the way you see the environment and the way you see birthing ideas. You're now going to be connecting to. You're becoming that page. Like the yellow pages. Before we had cell phones, before we had the caller books, we had the yellow pages. Yellow pages gave us not only information to local businesses and places in which we can market, branch, or connect to, but the people in our lives that we might have had misconnections to that we wanted to connect to again. Yellow Pages was our friend at one point. So, even the press, Soulmate, is going to be on your mind in regards to your moves. So, the press, meaning publication, broadcasting, YouTube, social media, streaming. It will be a good news, or those avenues are going to be contacting you in regards to your purpose or your pages of the environment. Personnels are the researchers, are the foot soldiers of the environment. The more you know, the more the environment needs your expertise. So, financial matters, something about financial matters you have expertise on. That will be an endeavor, or if you're stepping into that path, that is an endeavor that is truly going to love your research, your personnel, and the connections you naturally know to help that enterprise become a good entity in the environment. So, wanting to do something more challenging, you're seeing you hold the scholarly skills, the dependability of detail, the patience to have not only purpose, but know how to make a path of those purposes and becoming very successful. So, a new area of study will be taking place. Second week, masculine Leo, 14, 1 plus 4, 5. So, your willpower, you're balancing out. Now that you've realized that the love of your life, this wants to understand your heart a little bit better. What you really feel, what is in your core. Not the fabrication, acting. I know all too well about that. I'm a Taurus, so I've been trained by a really good actor. I had acting class in City College. And one thing they tell you, I had a great instructor that mentioned to balance emotion. How would you stage it? You have words that you can say, but it's how you say it the way you say it, the way you feel and how you say it, makes the pretending, now it's a practice. Now you're truly acting. Acting is not pretending. It is seeing the purpose in the character and how it truly relates to you or your environment in which you're walking in, and how you can use those energy and that life experiences to make your dialect more real. Because it is you that is activating what is being acted out. And with that gives you a different way of purpose in how you're delivering your emotions. So the second week, to have the love of your life in a more communicative or harmonious, tight-knit team, you're balancing out your emotions and your moderation of what you give towards your love and what you do want to receive back in a more logical sense, and really talking that out with your partner. Cooperation and compromise will be taking place. So wait for the perfect timing. Wait for the perfect timing to communicate, to express your heart desire, your will to another. You'll know, you'll feel it. When you feel in your gut, react. Don't hesitate. When we feel, we react. Acting 101, 102. Lioness, you are in the house of Libra, the 7th house. So you went up 2 steps. You're in the 5th house. You went up 2 steps. So you understand your core values and your identity to them, to that. That's what makes it 11. 11. The 11th hour is the pathway, is your doorway, is the way you are going to walk. As you're walking, you're planting those seeds in every walk you're taking in the role as an adversary. Every walk, one step to the next, is connecting you to people, places, things in your environment to help you build a solid foundation in your environment. So, second week, Miss Lioness, the seeds that you have planted are growing, they're germinating, they're sprouting. So, when the seed actually germinates and sprouts, a temporary pause of action should be taking place. Because when something grows, it's still fertile, yet it's still sensitive to anything that is going to be fed to further along its growth. That's why we find plant food, and depending on the brand, to help fertilize and grow the seed. So, like a brand of soil, even the water, getting water-based solution to water even plants, the seeds that you have grown. You're seeing the people that you're connected to remind you of that. That you want a particular brand, particular people that express your same notion, but have a little more advantage for you to collaborate with and connect to. So that requires you to take a pause to figure out who are those 7 people, 7 places, to demonstrate. And unnecessary worry will be replaced with necessary worth. Necessary. To have unnecessary worry. To worry is something that you feel worthy. If we worry about something, that means it's something that is worth something very much to us. else we wouldn't worry about it. But now you're seeing it's unnecessary because you have sprouted the seeds. Now it's all about who and what you want to stabilize what you have grown. In the second week, soulmate, being the personnel and becoming that pioneer in your environment. You're tapping into the second week, the king of earth. The king is not only the pioneer, but the correlation of what it means to use who you are every step of the way, and learning, growing, training, showing your generosity, your professionalism, and your responsibility to your environment, to your endeavors, to your enterprise is not only giving you the necessity and tools to be practical, but it's showing others how practical you are in your professionalism and in your entrepreneurship role in your environment. So, second week, soulmate, a successful time is taking place. Confidently accept opportunities you are offered. You have the Midas touch. You are the seed. You are the page, the personnel, and now you are the pioneer. I think you have went through every step, soulmate, to become successful. You didn't even skip anything. Be confident in that. Trinity, you are not only the seeds, but you are the stabilizer in your society. If this reading connects with you in any way, press the thumbs up button. The thumbs up for me lets me know that I'm being seen as a professional, and the people that are helping my reality, like you, to become an adversary, an advocate, can be funded based on the physical receipts from you, Trinity, to help make that happen. For not just me, but for others in my world, in my life. Like you, I'm not only building a legacy, but I want to help others build a lineage. And the only way I learned and will continue to learn how is through all the zodiac signs and how to help and allow that to help guide me in my waking life to manifest more deeply in the world. If you would like to further have me as your key personally, I have all the information in the description box below. Thank you. Thank you. I love you, Trinity. We will see you on the other side.